speaking of radio and speaking of podcasting, I'd love to hear what you think about, because I think this also connects with the Colbert of it all, and I think we'll have a smart take on it. But page 6, inside Howard Stern's desperate bid to stay relevant as firing rumors rage on. Hey now, Howard Stern and his team are reportedly behind recent rumors that his job is in jeopardy. The allegedly desperate hoax was meant to make the Howard Stern Show host 71 relevant, the Daily Mail reported. They're desperately trying to make this thing go viral to try to boost his numbers for his return, an insider told the outlet. So for anyone who doesn't know, Howard Stern has been at SiriusXM basically since their inception, almost 20 years. He makes $100 million a year, so he has made $2 billion working for them. And he's 71, king of all media. I am his biggest fan. But, you know, basically the rumors are that he was, in quotes, fired. And of course, some people are running with this idea of, oh, he became woke and too liberal, and that's why he's being fired. I just think they're not re-upping his contract because we live in a different world today. What do you think, Ben?
I think that, and I like that you brought up Colbert. Like, I don't think that this is like a controversial statement. You look at the data. If the show is making them money, if me and you weren't making Dear Media money, we wouldn't have a show with Dear Media.
Sure.
That's it. That's the way that today works. Today is no longer a world of loss leaders. Back then, it was totally fine to pay Howard Stern $100 million because he was serious. But now you have so many different options. He came out against Alex Cooper, right? Like, he said something about her, probably because she's also within Sirius. But if Alex Cooper is making more money than Howard Stern and Alex Cooper is being paid less money than Howard Stern, then the smart thing for SiriusXM today would be to pay Alex Cooper and not pay Howard Stern, because today's consumer is not going to Sirius for Howard Stern. They're going to Sirius for Alex Cooper. Howard Stern, and I love him, his main fans, or I respect him, his main fans are dying.
Right.
Like they're going to be gone. So they need to spend that $100 million on relevant listeners that are going to make the network money. And I think the same thing was with Colbert. And I think it's not only Colbert, it's like late night in general. We're not watching late night the way that we were watching late night. So paying these exorbitant fees for these very popular late night hosts when nobody's watching just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not turning on late night at night. I'm scrolling TikTok for a half hour, kissing Ruby, kissing Claude, and going to sleep. Or I'm watching a TV show on Netflix. I'm not watching late night. I'm not. And like, I know that I'm not in the minority. The people who like to watch late night are also dying.
Right.
And there's a paradigm shift in what we want to watch. So at some point, these networks need to prioritize what makes them money. Like, I don't think it's more than that. Do you?
100%. No, I mean, I think that all these news outlets and the Post and all these people are some of the worst offenders when it comes to like, oh, they went woke. And obviously Colbert was one of the biggest, criticizers of the Trump administration and whatnot. I think that it has very little to do with that and everything to do with what you're saying is that Colbert's contract was expiring and so was Howard's, and they're not going to re-up them. They pay them a shitload, and it's not making sense in the current climate.
It's all about money. Like, if you are woke and you make the network money, they're going to pour money at you.
Right.
Like, it's just money. So whether Colbert's woke or not, or I completely agree, it's entirely irrelevant as it relates to his firing. His show stunk. Now, from a numbers perspective.
But Ben, the number one show in late night. So what does that say for Fallon and Kimmel and the rest of them? Like, I guess they all got to go.
It says that if the network is prioritizing making money, then yeah, they need to really think about restructuring what this looks like. And it's funny, like, no shade to the Fallon show. It's amazing, but they've been letting people on that show that are not A-list for quite some time. It used to be that when you turned on late night, it was the creme de la creme promoting whatever they were promoting. Like, the idea that me and you could go on a Fallon to talk about our podcast was laughable. I'm telling you, it's not that laughable. It's a pitch away from saying, hey, we can draw people to the Fallon show because they need viewers. Like, they just had, and we're not necessarily as big as them, but they just had Hannah and Paige of Giggly Squad. I think they've had them twice. Like, again, and I love that show. Hannah and Paige are great. Like, they're not A-list celebrities. It used to be that you only had Zac Efron or Brad Pitt on late night. But because they've gone down a tier, it signals to me that they're trying to pull viewers because they don't have any.
Yeah, the whole environment is weird. But the other problem is that I remember that Howard, because I used to listen to the show nonstop, and I don't anymore, mostly just because there are too many other better options in podcasts. But I used to listen to the show every day, and when he would go on Letterman, they would clear the deck for him. They would give him 3 segments, which is impossible. It never happens, right? Usually, if you were the A-list star, you were the first guest, you were there for the first 6 minutes, you got a commercial break, and you came back for another 6 minutes. And then there was like the B guest and then an outro. He would literally be there for 3 commercial breaks. And it was great because it was like an early podcast because Howard and Dave had 30 minutes total to really chat and to really do bits or things that they had planned. The problem is that podcasting, and now that it's video, it's just a better format. Like we are all so indoctrinated with this idea of like, we know that the 7 minutes that Anne Hathaway or Meryl Streep or whatever A-list star, it's like going to be this canned, prepared conversation because they don't have time to deviate. So I think that form doesn't work as well anymore in the podcast world.
Yeah, and these A-listers are going on podcasts. Like they respect podcasts just as much as they respect Fallon. Like when they're going to promote a new book. Like when McConaughey was promoting his new book, he went on Two Bears, One Cave. Like, that's Matthew McConaughey. Like, if he's going on podcasts, that means that he values podcasts just as much as he values late night. Meanwhile, these late night hosts are making incredible amounts of money, fully guaranteed, irrelevant of sponsors. Like, the model's broken. So it makes sense to me. And I don't know why you wouldn't just throw on The Good Guys or The Toast or Theo Von or whatever at 8 o'clock. What is late night doing for you that we're not doing for you? Right?
We need a band. God, we'd be good.
Oh my God, you're so right.
We'd crush.
We need a band.
Benny and Joshy coming to you live at 10. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, I just got so excited. We need a band.
Yes, we could do it for pennies on the dollar. Tell them to
Did Colbert have a band?
Yes, but it's not.
No,
it's not what we have.
No, we could scoop his band.
Yes,
they're looking for work. They're looking for
work. We'll get the roots.